I believe that all arguments and confusions and even the difference in the way that men and women are attracted to each other comes from this fundamental difference between these primal fears that we have inside of us. I think it was Margaret Atwood who quoted, "Men are afraid of women laughing at them. Women are afraid of men killing them," which sounds very heavy and crass, but isn't that the truth? And I think there's much more to unpack within that statement. Namely, that brings about a very complicated dilemma for both men and women. Because that same primal instinct that we cannot deny in a woman is that she would like a man who is able to quote unquote kill, right? And preferably not her. So this paradoxical truth is very complicated to navigate, and for our side as men, we want a woman who's able to reject others and do so consistently and regularly, but not us. And then we don't just talk about rejection as in suddenly your girlfriend rejects you. We're talking about little rejections, and so we talk about respect. That's why Margaret Atwood mentions our deepest fear is for a woman to laugh at us. If we unpack that a little further and we look, for example, in the current public conversation, women are very critical of men and men are very critical of women, and we seem to lose the preference of being different and honoring those differences, and where it becomes more flattened out and we need to do the same things. These discussions and arguments always get heated when exactly this primal dilemma is a part of it, right? Women will generally be agitated when men are showing too much masculinity, or maybe even a healthy amount of assertiveness and power. If then this crosses over into this fear essentially of to be killed, to lose control, and feeling unsafe in the presence of that man. And vice versa, men get agitated when women become disrespectful. At least in my opinion, I think this is very interesting and very profound. But what can you take from this? How can you gain some advantage or insight from this? First of all, to be aware of the primal fear within a woman that you simply need to respect, that you simply need to understand. Because this literally extends into in every decision you're making in a dating stage, relationship stage, and so on, right? Don't ask a woman to come over to your house on a first date. Don't be pushy, for example. Show her that you don't need anything from her. Things like this give her a sense that you understand that fear and that you are emotionally intelligent enough to make her feel safe in your presence, and that will go a long ass way. This extends into so many other examples, such as why healthy leadership is so important, why you being able to understand and listen to her when she's emotional is so fucking important. It all extends into this fear. The more you understand it and the more you display it through your behavior, the more attractive you will be to the right kind of women. But if you want to take it even further and want to be the kind of man that is never forgotten by any kind of woman, then you should do this. Make being with you so goddamn easy for her, facing rejection every single time first. I mean, there's a reason why men ask a woman to marry, right? Be the one who walks forward and opens the door. Be the one who makes the plan for the date. Put yourself in a position where you give first, allowing her to receive it. And the beautiful part of that is that when a woman receives, she gives back 10 times as much. I think genuinely the sooner you understand the idea that you should never let her give first, and take full responsibility over the interactions and the dynamic with her by giving first, being vulnerable first, putting yourself in a place of rejection first, with the knowledge that she will love that, receive it, and give you back 10 times as much. I think that's the core of mature masculine seduction. And from a philosophical point of view, you could even say that this all comes from that primal fear that she has and that you have as well. As a man, I believe that you should be the one to face that primal fear first so that she doesn't have to. And if you're able to do that, I think there's no woman who will ever forget you. Hope you enjoyed this little talk. If you connect to the way I think, then sign up for my newsletter. For now, that's about it. Good luck on your journey, and I'll see you in the next one.